Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and as you already know, in the next week we are into the Black Friday and the game has started a pre-event for Black Friday. It's been in the game for like already 5 days, and we're going into the last 4 days until we get the Awaken Selector. As you can see, you can pick up a lot of characters here from this Awaken Selector, and we're gonna go through a top 10 list for all of these characters here together from the worst to the best. And to be honest guys, 5 out of these characters totally worth it, and in the same time 2 of them are top meta characters still right now, with some exceptions. But yeah, we're gonna talk about every single character you could get from this Awaken Selector, how good they are, what artifact, if they need their artifact, what CTP you should use, and what game modes you should use the specific characters. So let's go into this list, but before we go through, we want you to smash the like button. Smash it guys, smash the like button, boost the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can see all the awesome content we're dropping, from shorts, live stream, community posts, and all the stuff that we have in YouTube. But yes, in the same time there is something else. The sneak peek we were waiting for is here. Loki tier 4, as you saw, it was obvious, nothing special, but it's just Loki, you know. And there were this data mine from the start of the update, and everyone was waiting for Loki, but we weren't sure what time we're gonna get it. So last night we took a wrong post from Twitter of Netmarble or something, Marvel Games, and I already have make a community post that I mentioned previously, and as it seems already 300 people have voted there, and 86% of them want me to go for Loki instead of Cable, Captain Marvel, or anyone else. So yeah, I probably going for Loki as soon as possible. But yeah, let's go into the top list, the top 10 list we started this video for. Let's go into number 10. At number 10 we have one Warrior of the Sky, the worst Warrior of the Sky actually, because he doesn't really provide anything, and it's Wartiger. Wartiger is not providing anything for the group, but in the same time, at least I think so, perhaps a bit of a buff, but he is a solid leadership himself, and the fact that he has this Awaken skill and combined with Sunbird, he can revive and drop his Awaken skill, makes him a really good unit for Alliance Conquest. He is really solid, and he has his own leadership buffing. No, okay, I thought, yeah, no, he don't have his own leadership. But yes, he has this buff for the other Warriors of the Sky. The best CTP to use him is a CTP of Destruction, Mighty CTP of Destruction. So when he revives, he's proccing on the Destruction, he's doing the penetration, and he's doing 1 kill himself. You don't need his artifact, and in the same time, you can use him mostly for Alliance Conquest. I'm not seeing him on any other content in the game, only Alliance Conquest unit. But yes, the options we have are not that good at the moment, and of course he needs his last uniform to perform at the very best level. Let's go to number 9 already. Number 9 is another PvP unit, Gage, and he's good only for Alliance Conquest at the moment. He's working really nice with a CTP of Regeneration, Mighty CTP of Regeneration. He needs his last uniform. He don't have any artifact, and he can utilize his own leadership also as a solid unit. You can pair him with Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is also in this top 10, actually not top 10 on the Awaken Selector, so yeah, you can take here and support him too. But The buff he provides to all defenders allies actually helps himself mostly, and he has a crazy accumulation pops out from the damage he's taking from the enemies. So the more damage he takes, the more damage he do, and he is really good for alliance conquest, and only for that. Number 8 is Heimdall. Heimdall also PvP, also good leadership for PvP, and he has a passive ability himself dispelling, actually remove the debuffs from himself, so he is really good with his own leadership, and you can make a group on him, you know, with his own leadership, and also pair him with someone like Wasp for the others, or with characters that actually have the removal debuffs for themselves. He is really strong, and the fact that he's Awaken provides him, you know, a really good second turn. So in the second turn, popping out his Awaken gives him some kill. He's solid unit. He needs his uniform. He doesn't actually need his artifact, but yes, whatever you're gonna use, you wanna use something like a defensive Obelisk or CTP. CTP is not a must-have to use him, and he's really good, but only Alliance Conquest also. Number 7 of the list is America Chavez, and America Chavez is a really solid support for Alliance Conquest again and PvP generally. You can see her being at Otherworld Battle too, because she's providing a support buff in all of your group with HP through her last uniform, and it's really decent, the 40%. She also gives you decreased damage received from reflects, and also reflect all attack, so she is really good. In the same time, she has a solid leadership. It's not like the best leadership you could use, but in the same time, it's a leadership, you know, and she's really good herself. She can do some kills for PvP. I have seen her, I have seen mine do kills on Timeline Battle also, Alliance Conquest, Otherworld Battle. She's not top meta, but she is like top for Alliance Conquest support. Really solid choice, and America Chavez totally worth it in my opinion. Number 6 is Sif. Sif is a solid leadership and support. She is one of the best leadership and supports for combat types, and you can get advantage of her leadership. She is purely a support for ABX, ABL, or World Boss Legend or GBR. She can provide you a physical attack buff, an HP buff, so some people using her for PvP also, and in the same time a solid support buff through her uniform. It's 45% damage against bosses, so you need your uniform for sure as America Chavez. You don't actually need their artifact to perform for both of them, and a CTP of Insight for both America Chavez actually and Sif. It's like the best options. For America Chavez you could also go for something defensive. For Sif you could use her with a proc or with a rage for female combat days. She's not the best on anything, but she is a solid support to pick up, and she is the last Awaken character on this list. After them, after this, you know, the other 5, they're all tier 4s. So she totally worth getting her uniform on Black Friday, and also combine that with the fact that you're gonna get her Awaken, and you can use her for multiple content as a solid support. And the support buff actually is not for specific type like combat leadership, it's for all allies. So you can use her with villains, you can use her with blast types, you can use her with everyone in PvE. So yeah, she's kind of the best lead, the second best lead to use after Mubaku with his artifact. You know, he's doing more, but after that, if you miss Mubaku, you know, Sif is the best option for ABX Combat Hero Day and some ABL days too. At number 5, it's Shadowcell, and it's the first tier 4 in the list. It's a character that was worth a lot in the past, but these days, after getting Gwen and Luna and Gamora, she is falling behind. day by day. She used to be the best female speed character for ABL, but she was struggling for ABX a long time. She's usable without her artifact also, but she's really good with a proc for Wolbo's Legend, with a Mighty Energy or a Mighty Destruction, and in the same time, if you miss any other for ABX and ABL, you could go for a CTP of Raids. She doesn't actually need her tier 4 to perform, so you can have her at level 80 and do miracles in Wolbo's Legend. I've seen people clearing stage 99 of Null with her at level 80. So she's so strong with multiple CTPs, from CTP of Energy, from Mighty Destruction, from Rage or Judgment. In my opinion, if you want to use her for Wolbo's Legend, Rage is the worst. After goes something like Judgment, and after our Mighty Energy, and perhaps the best, it's Mighty Destruction, because with a Mighty Destruction you can use her for PvP, also Alliance Conquest, same things as said about Wartiger, and generally for all Warriors of the Sky. When they revive with Sunbird support, they are dropping their Awaken and they are killing everyone easy peasy. She also has a support buff for all the defenders, which is a defensive one for PvP, so you can go both ways with her, with a Mighty Destruction, using her for Alliance Conquest and for some Wolbo's Legend clears at level 80. So yeah, Shadow Cell, yep, it's a win. Number 4 is Gamora. Gamora is so good at level 80. I'm clearing stage 89 of Ultron at level 80 with Gamora, and the fact that she has these sweet tags, which is Weapon Master, Alien, Female, makes her unique in the game. There is no other female alien in the game being able to participate, you know, in a high content of Wolbo's Legend, because she's the only level 80 also. So yeah, you can take advantage of her with a Mighty Energy, a Mighty Destruction, and if you're missing character for ABX and ABL, she can help you for half of the days of ABL and ABX with her tagging, you know, because she's not human and a lot of ABL days needs a human to perform. But for ABX, she's no joke. She was like the best character I had for this day before Luna comes, and she is smashing it. She doesn't need her artifact, it adds some damage, but yes, it's mainly for ABX, and it's really helpful, but yeah, you don't really need it. Other than that, she is so solid that I would suggest you to pick up her and her uniform, you know, even if just you want to climb on Wolbo's Legend. Without her, you can't climb in a lot of stages of Wolbo's Legend. She is helpful with Mephisto also on Weapon Master. She's smoking it. She's so cool. Yeah, Gamora, 100% worth having her in your roster. Number 3 of the list is like one of the tier 4s being in the meta, you know. Number 3 is Moonight, and he is in the meta for really long time. He is more than a year in the game, and he's still the best guy to go for ABX Combat Hero Day, and that's all actually, but still, you know, in Wolbo, in ABL, he's not that good. There is characters, you know, doing more damage than him, but for ABX, he is the number 1 unit, and the fact that he took from Midnight Suns a buff here, you know, from the team up skills, gives him the opportunity to out DPS the other dude, Black Panther, at least for ABX, makes him, you know, being the best combat hero still after all this time. Venom is really close, but yes, he's an Awaken character you totally worth having, but if you don't want to invest on him for tier 4, he's not that good generally. At tier 4 is where he shines, and you can use him also for Wolbo's Legend because of his tags. He has Weapon Master, he has Leadership, he's a human, so there's multiple days that you can use him for Wolbo's Legend stages. and he's really good with a mighty energy or a mighty destruction. But in the same time, if you want to get the maximum out of him for ABX and World Boss Legend, a rage always is the best option to go for him. You don't actually need his artifact too, but artifact is gonna help you increase your ABX score by a lot. Believe me, he's day and night with it. So yeah, Moonight number 3, 100% worth it, still meta after really long time. At number 2 we have Spider-Man, and she is so beautiful. Her uniform makes her looks fantastic. And this is not all you should invest on her for. She is totally legit the best female character to use in the game for speed types after Luna Snow. Luna Snow is seasonal for summer. She is a paywall, so for people don't want to invest on the game, and I totally understand, Spider-Gwen it's the best option for these days. She's gonna improve your score for ABL, for ABX. She is worse than Gamora, but only for ABX. Actually, she's similar for ABL and way worse for ABX, but in the same time you can use her for more days because of her tags. The good part is that you can use her with a mighty energy, a mighty destruction, or a rage, and getting similar results for ABX. For ABL, rage is always the best, but yeah, she is solid for World Boss Legend, and I totally, if you miss her, she's gonna increase your score for ABL and ABX 100%. And now we get more rewards for ABL and ABX. You win the maximum every single day for your account. So Spider-Gwen number 2, totally worth it, still meta if you miss Luna Snow. Number 1 of this list is no other than Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus managed to come into the game actually and being the absolute meta for a really long time. He is the best for ABL, Human Day, that you can use also Black Panther and Moonight. He's better than them. He's the best for Combat Villain Day, ABX, where you can use that 2 days per week. He is so good. For World Boss Legend, he has multiple tags to help you and use him on a lot of World Boss Legend, so you can take him and go through the game for, for anything actually. Tier 4 or level 80, he's working really nice. At tier 4 is where he signs with his CTP of raids for ABL and ABX, and there you see the great results I'm telling you. But as level 80, he is really good with a proccing obelisk, a CTP of energy, mighty destruction. He could work for him, and he's an absolute tank. He is durable. He can do you can do a really easy rotation. He doesn't need his artifact. He is proc friendly. But yes, if you go into tier 4, he's not proc friendly. If you have him at tier 4, you wanna spam skills, you wanna do different rotation totally. So if you want to invest on him for level 80, a proc could be easy to do. But if you want tier 4 and ABL ABX, you need the raids 100% if you want to get the maximum out of him. Dr. Octopus is no joke, guys, and even if you have Namor, Dr. Octopus adds in your account score for ABL and ABX. He is the best character to use and one of the best damage dealers in the game right now. So yeah, if you missed Dr. Octopus, go for him right now, pick him up, pick his uniform on Black Friday, and you're gonna see miracles happens in your account. You're gonna see score skyrockets for multiple days of ABX and ABL. So that was the list. I hope you enjoyed. Also, as I mentioned before, there are some supports like Hulkbuster if you have your Iron Man and you want to boost it, Jessica Jones that can provide a solid support for Luke Cage if you want an Alliance Conquest. But yeah, these characters, themselves are not worth a lot, so that's why I didn't mention them at all. I hope I helped you decide what you're going to pick up for your Awaken Potential ticket. And no, that's not even close the name. It's Potential Transcended Character Selector. Okay, Awaken Selector Character, whatever. I hope I helped you decide what you're gonna pick up. And yes, if you enjoyed the video, of course, guys, I already told you, smash the like button. and see you into the next. Kisses in your faces.